Hello, it's November 20th, 2015. I want to talk a little bit about the real ISIS because there's so much in the news about ISIS that's negative. And when I first heard that there was a group called ISIS, I was completely thrilled because ISIS is very, very cool. And then when I found out what ISIS was, I was horrified because we're all being tricked now to think of something terrible instead of the beautiful ISIS. And they were talking on the radio today about Obama and the way that he is talking, using the words terrible and how that associates with terror, and just using that in our vocabulary. ISIS with open wings. The links for these pictures are below. Egyptian. This is from Wikipedia. Isis, the Egyptian goddess. The word is an ancient Greek word. The original Egyptian pronunciation is more like Aset or Iset. Is a goddess from the polytheistic pantheon of Egypt. She was first worshipped in ancient Egyptian religion, and her worship spread throughout the Roman Empire, the greater Greco-Roman world. Isis is still widely worshipped by many pagans today in diverse religious contexts, including a number of distinct pagan religions, the modern goddess movement, and interfaith organizations such as the Fellowship of Isis. Isis was worshipped as the ideal mother and wife, as the patroness of nature and magic. She was a friend of slaves, sinners, artisans, and the downtrodden, but she also listened to prayers of the wealthy, maidens, aristocrats, and rulers. Isis is often depicted as the mother of Horus, the falcon-headed deity associated with the king and kingship, although in some traditions, Horus's mother, Hathor. Isis is also known as the protector of the dead and the goddess of children. Now back up here to the story about Horus. It's important to note that the story of Horus is about a man who was born of a virgin mother, and 3 wise men came to see him, and he died at around the age of 33. The name Isis also means throne. Her headdress is a throne, as the personification of the throne. She was an important representation of the pharaoh's power. The pharaoh was depicted as her child who sat on the throne she provided. This is kind of an unusual picture right here. But this is what they're talking about, the headdress shaped like a throne with an ankh in her hand. And that's this thing right here, which means eternal life. Let's see if there's some other pictures. There's some of her in the hieroglyphs. The link for this will be below, and you can come and read it yourself. Here she is depicted as the mother the mother of Horus. She's nursing him right there. Some temples. Quite a bit of interesting history here. Here is a Roman Isis. Oh, well, that didn't really help much. Oh, looks a lot different than the Egyptian one, doesn't it? Looks almost like there's the throne headdress. Looks almost like a nun, or like Mary of the Christian religion. Let's see what's on her feet. Sandals. Isis. Now, if I saw this statue from a distance, I would not think that that was a picture of Isis or a statue of Isis, just because of my knowledge of Isis looking more like the Egyptian picture. This is another website where you can read about Isis, and there's many, many more. And it's important to know, oh, there's a commercial on here. It's important to know that the word Isis is Greek. It's not the original Egyptian way to say the name. A lot of these things are very interesting to read as part of our history that came down through the Romans. This is a little bit of information about what Isis was holding. The Ankh, or the symbolic expression of the universal spiritual light as manifested in duality. As seen in Egyptian paintings and sculpture, it is through the Ankh that the vital enlivening Shakti, Shekinah current is transmitted. That's male and female. And it's also similar to the tree of life. And down here it says, from the above illustrations, we can see how the Ankh is an early representation of the tree of life. The tree of life is the glyph or composite symbol that lies at the heart of teachings of the Kabbalah. And you can read down here a little bit more yourself. Man and women may therefore be viewed as a symbol or model of the divine essence, his or her entire outer and inner structure manifesting relationships and different aspects existing in that supreme essence. Let's read this too. Therefore, in every part and parcel of our reality, there is a great overarching pattern or structure that repeats itself from the macrocosm to the microcosm. In the words of the great Hebrew scholar and writer Rabbi Adon Steinsaltz. Okay, and then I'm going to show you a little piece of the weather. This is around where I live, and it's been snowing. The storm is going that way. It's been snowing, right now it's 10 o'clock. It's been snowing since about 6 o'clock, and we already have almost 5 inches of snow. I live right around in here. It is incredibly beautiful. My computer does not take photography in the dark, otherwise I would be out there so I could show it to you. And I am quite aware that there's weather around the rest of the world also. This is the moving blob, and I have to say that I wondered, this is some cold air right there moving down, is what it looks like. I wondered how they were going to create this, because when they were predicting the storm and all the snow that was supposed to be coming, this is it right here. The skies were clear and beautiful. And then we were having some heavy traffic in the sky last night. And this morning there was lots of chemtrails. So that's that one. Now, Intellicast is one of my favorite websites for weather, because I can real quickly click on this link and I can see where storms are moving through around my house, or click on this link and I can see earthquakes. And we have a big run-in of earthquakes here in the center of the United States today. And the red ones are the last 6 hours, and then it goes to yellow, and then orange, and then gray. So you can see what the magnitude is, and you can see where it happened. I can also see what fires are going on. I like that, because there's quite a few things I can see at once. What I don't like is on my other computer, the screen, I could have it all the way up to the top here, and on here I can't, and I can't figure it out, and it really bugs me because I feel like it's kind of a crummy picture, but um, this is interesting to me. Here in Europe, there is some interesting weather going on, but this looks like a much huger storm than this little blob here. Even though living here, this is big to me. Look at this thing. That's much bigger, and it looks almost like a male over here, or a snail or something. Um, this is kind of big, and I can only go halfway too. These whatever is happening down here all the time is intriguing to me. Um, it's huge, and then like if you look, this is like cloud covered, along with and I gotta go back this way. This is that light gray that you see is clouds, or the sky has something in it. Like, see here, it doesn't look like that. And here definitely doesn't look like that. So there is a lot of stuff in the sky almost all the time. And so since I'm talking about all that cloud cover, Dr. Mercola is one of my favorites. A lot of people think doesn't know what he's talking about. You know, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. I'm going to tell you that this is an osteopath, and he recommends trying to maintain being healthy rather than going to the doctor and getting medicine that you need for the rest of your life. This is just one of his links. Without the sun, there would be no life on this planet, and your body needs sun exposure for optimum health. So this article here goes on to talking about full spectrum light, and the benefits of the different colors, things that it does, such as ailments such as obesity, diabetes, chronic fatigue, insomnia, even baldness. These things here, blue light is FDA approved for treatment of severe acne. You can buy some of these lights for pretty inexpensively at the hardware store. Some of them are very expensive. We go down here to the role of vitamin D. Growing body of evidence shows vitamin D plays a crucial role in disease prevention and maintaining optimum health. This you can buy over the counter too, pretty inexpensively, and that's what you get from the sun. He does also sell stuff. I'm not recommending that you buy anything from him. I'm just recommending that you go to this website if you're go to Dr. Mercola's website if you're curious about, let's go back up to the top here, I'm sorry, any kind of questions about health. You can just type in the question and then read what he says, and it's up to you to decide what you want to do about it. And the last thing tonight that I'd like to show you is this YouTube link, Alien Humankind, one of my favorite websites on YouTube. I believe that this is telling the truth about so many things. I'm going to give you the link to just this one video, and there are many, many more very informative. Don't pay any attention to the stuff over on the side. Has nothing to do with this. The website looks like this. Has many, many, many wonderful videos on it. Don't pay any attention to that either. These are some of the more recent videos, which, as you can see, I've watched them all because they're done so well. And this is the person here, that Dante Santori, that makes these videos. So I would also recommend that, and I will give you the link to the main web channel, Alien Humankind. Also, there's a second channel over here. Many times he's been kicked off of YouTube, and so has a second channel now. If this closes so you know where to go. Thank you. I'm grateful for you.